Wow, and how beautiful she looks right now.
Welcome, Bhumi Satish Petnekar. Thank you for being this for this lovely cause of World Environment Day, starting this initiative for Pink E-Rickshaw, drive her future, her planet. So we have Bhumi.
Entered. And now, ladies and gentlemen, any moment, and you're looking so pretty in that
The
look.
climate warrior Bhumi Satish Petnekar has been part of the foundation, and she herself been running this initiative of climate warrior with the volunteers, the students, and doing such amazing
जोरदार
things.
टाळ्या असल्या पाहिजे मंडळी, कारण की ज्यांची वाट आपण आतुरतेने पाहत होतो तो क्षण आलेला आहे. कारण की माननीय अमृताजी फडणवीस यांचं आगमन झालेलं आहे. The first lady of Maharashtra, the banker, the social activist, the founder of Divya Foundation. Got a soulful voice. Amrutaji Fadnavis is entering now on the stage.
The founder of the Divyaj Foundation. The Divyaj Foundation has been working on women empowerment and for climate change. Such many initiatives of these cleanups. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Mrs. Amruta Fadnavis ji, along with Bhumi Satish Pednekar, Seher Bamla ji, and Asif Bamla ji on stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause coming in directly from your hearts for the pillars, the strength, and it's to be independent. And here is the time where we unveil this. Ladies and gentlemen, Pink E-Rickshaw Support Initiative by Bamla Foundation and Rohit Pandit Foundation. Can we please applaud a little louder to all the women out there? Let's encourage and make her journey smooth in our own possible ways we can.
So we'll hold it up again for the photo op. Yes.
Absolutely.
So as you know, Rohit Pandit Foundation and Bamla Foundation came under the roof of Jamnabai Nursery School today. Mr. Sujay Jaraji for opportunity of launching this pink e-rickshaw here. When we came up with this concept, and Amrita Thai was very excited with Bhumi Pednekar, they wanted to be part of it. And now to begin with, yeah, Sujit ji, please be seated. I'm going to call you on stage. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Because अब हम वो शुरुआत करने जा रहे हैं जिसका हम सभी को इंतजार था. We are going to be beginning with the panel discussion any moment. All right, but before we get started with.
All right, Rupali, we need to introduce and invite. This is Aparna Purohit. She is the CEO of Amir Khan Productions and a pioneering force in India's entertainment industry, formerly head of Originals for India and Southeast Asia at Amazon Prime Video. She also helped with the shape acclaimed series such as The Family Man, Mirzapur and The Pata Lok. With over 20 years of experience across movies, television and digital media. She is also known for the championing authentic, diverse storytelling, a passionate advocate for diversity, equity and inclusion. She has spearheaded initiatives such as Maitri, the female first collective, and drove greater representations in the creative teams.
And we have Aparna Purohit on the stage. Can we please applaud, ladies and gentlemen? And we cannot wait to get started with the most awaited segment of this day, which is again the panel discussion. And
We also like to invite Purna Patel to please come on stage. Purna Patel to please join this interactive session.
give it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, Aparna, over to you. You have a lot of plans and Seher, Bhumi ji and Amrita ma'am is here. The mic on to Aparna now.
Thank you so much for coming here on this really scorching afternoon, because this is an extremely important initiative. Her future, her planet. The future of our planet and the future of our daughters are deeply connected. The statement beautifully captures the spirit of today's conversation, because when we talk about climate, we also talk about opportunity, equality, and the kind of world we want to leave behind for the next generation. When we talk about climate change, we often think of it as a distant reality, a global challenge. But tell me, isn't this the hottest summer that all of us are experiencing? It's right here. Global warming, Climate change is knocking on our doors, and for millions of people, it is a daily reality felt through rising temperatures, water shortages, floods, pollution, and changing livelihoods. And very often, women are the first to experience these changes because they care for their families, they care for their communities, they keep the communities together. When water becomes scarce, when crops fail, when extreme heat starts affecting the health, women are often the first to respond. This is why climate action and women's empowerment are deeply, deeply connected. From the women of Chipko Andolan who hugged the trees to ensure that the forests are protected, to a large number of women farmers who are leading the conversation on sustainability and biodiversity conservation, women have shown us that real change begins at grassroots. And this is why empowering women and girls is so important. जब हम लड़कियों को पढ़ने और आगे बढ़ने का मौका देते हैं, जब हम महिलाओं को अपॉर्चुनिटी, स्किल्स, आत्मविश्वास और सुरक्षा देते हैं, तो उसका असर सिर्फ एक व्यक्ति पर नहीं बल्कि पूरे परिवार पर होता है। इससे परिवार मजबूत होते हैं, समुदाय जुड़ते हैं और हम एक बेहतर भविष्य, सुरक्षित और संतुलित धरती की ओर आगे बढ़ते हैं। और यही सोच रही है पिंक ई-रिक्शा प्रोग्राम के नींव की। It is based on a simple but powerful idea that women's empowerment and environmental responsibility can go hand in hand. To all the young students present here, especially the girls, I want to say this: never underestimate the power of your voice, your ideas, or your action. The future of our communities, the future of our country, our planet will be shaped by people who choose to care, who take responsibility and act. Leadership does not begin with a title, it begins with awareness, responsibility, and the courage to take the first step. And the inspiring women on the stage today are a shining example of that. जब महिलाएं आगे बढ़ती हैं तो समाज आगे बढ़ता है, और जब समाज आगे बढ़ता है तो हमारी धरती का भविष्य सुरक्षित रहता है. Today's conversation is a celebration of women who are leading change and redefining what leadership looks like across public life, business, sustainability, media, and social development. We'll discuss how women are driving change in areas that matter our future. My first question is for you. You've balanced finance, music, social work, public life, and motherhood with equal aplomb, with such remarkable grace. आपका सफर सिर्फ एक पहचान तक सीमित नहीं रहा है. You have shown that women can step out of a single identity. What could young girls today learn from that? From leaders like you who are shaping Maharashtra, who are shaping India?
Good afternoon, all of you. It's a great gathering of like-minded people who wish great for themselves in lives, in their own lives for sure, but who wish good for the society and for the environment. And for that we have gathered here. In fact, we have a lot of children here from Jamnabai. And first of all, I thank Bhamla Foundation, all the associates who have put this up together. In fact, today's children, today's youth is very smart. They know what they want in their lives. And they know where to derive inspirations from. They are smart, they ask questions, they hold people accountable, and they have their voices which they make sure that are heard. So the generation is very smart, and I think so what they can learn from their elders, not just this generation elders, but elders like we have got inspired from the days of the Vedas and from the days of yesteryears. So these people like Rani Lakshmibai or Jijao Ma, Ahilyabai Holkar. There are so many women who can be inspiration, or even men, to today's generation. And what they need to learn is confidence, have confidence in your dreams, and always remember that modernism will give wings to your dreams, but let it not distance yourself from your culture. So that's what I can advise to the generation.
It's beautiful. Thank you. Bhumi, you're someone who's been a shining example of this confidence and wings talking about. You've constantly chosen films where your characters, not just a decorative piece, not a wallflower, but characters with strong voice, strong agency. Has this been a conscious choice always? And if the young students today were to look at your journey and take back one thing, what would that be?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, all of you. You've come joined us on such an important day. We are here celebrating what it is to be a woman. We are here celebrating progress, and all of us together are enablers of that. Thank you so much, Bhangra Foundation, Seher, Asif ji. Year after year, you make sure that World Environment Day and many days like so are celebrated and not forgotten. And I'm very happy and very fortunate that I've had an opportunity year after year to collaborate so that we collectively can make impact. I'm also very happy to share stage with such incredible women. Coming back to your question, Aparna, I think one thing that anybody in this room, and especially all of these young, beautiful children here, can take back from my journey. I think I spotted a teacher of mine over here. Namaste, ma'am. This is just my, oh my God, I'm so happy. Harikis, how are you? Okay, I'm sorry. I can't help it. The moment in school we would have a teacher enter, we all would get up and be like, Namaste, miss. And it's this value system that I've carried on. I think one thing that people can learn from my journey is resilience. Not forgetting what your roots are, what your culture is, what your upbringing is. And I think something so beautiful that ma'am here said is that it's great to be modern, but it's very important to be rooted and learn from our culture. If we speak of sustainability per se, I'll come to the latter part of your question later. Indian culture has always been sustainable. If you just go back a generation ago, if you go into our villages even today, everything from the clothes that are handed down to our younger cousins, our younger siblings, to a bit of circularity that all of our homes have. Because I remember my grandmother would always segregate her waste. Her wet waste was separate, her dry waste was separate, her wet waste would be turned into manure, which was then used for plants at home. Her dry waste was also sent into, at that time you had your kabadi walas, they are even there today. Her dry waste was sent there. So there was some circularity there. I feel we have forgotten that, and it is very important for us to kind of go back to that. So for all of you young kids over here, I would say go back and study what all of us did a generation ago. I think most of your answers for sustainability would be in there. And where my choice of cinema is concerned, I feel cinema is a very, very powerful tool. We cater to millions of people through a single story, and I've been very fortunate that I've had the opportunity of being a part of social dramas, films that can create an impact, because at a very young age, I was taught social responsibility. And I think I just resonate with material that has a message. So that's been my journey.
Thank you so much. Some great lessons there about young, determined women. At a time when most young people are busy with their social media, clubbing, going out, you decide to go clean up beaches, to work towards sustainable waste management. How did you make that conscious choice? Tell us about that.
You know, Aparna, I actually think that going out to a club, going to a party, then using your social media is a great thing, and we all youngsters must do it. And I do all of that, and I personally have my me time, which I enjoy, and it is very important. And when it comes to social media, what I feel is that I've had so many volunteers. I've worked with so many students in Maharashtra, and that has only happened because of social media. Initially, when we used to post our reels and we used to post our pictures, and the announcements that this Saturday there's a cleanup, next Saturday there's a cleanup on Gandhi Jayanti, there's a cleanup on Independence Day. So, like that, I made my main core volunteer base, and it wouldn't have been possible without social media. And when it comes to, like how ma'am said, we are living in a modern world. We have to do all things that is modern, but we also have to be very close to our roots, which is very important. Even with this campaign for the pink e-auto rickshaws, the main the main focus was women empowerment, but we didn't want to forget sustainability here. That's why we made this electric vehicles. And I feel like how you mentioned, Aparnaji, the future of our daughters will only be beautiful when our climate is in the right state And what I feel is when a lady goes out to work, it also helps a lot in the economic development, economic growth in general. Because I've met quite a few ladies for this initiative. When she's going to go out and work and make that extra earning, she's going to buy more things for herself, she's going to buy more things for her kids. There will be a little celebration because there will be more money in the house, there will be more food, the kids will be given a better education. So all these things will only lie and make our nation a much more stronger place. And I think that the success of a nation is only when the women of the nation come together and do beautiful things, because we have the power and we are the present and we are the future.
Beautiful. So amazing. Ma'am, initiatives like Pink e-rickshaw bring together dignity, safety, independence, and cleaner mobility in a very meaningful way. How important is it for empowerment and sustainability to move hand in hand for the future of our cities, our country, our planet?
See, we know what Bharat stands for. भारत अध्यात्म और आधुनिकता का एक मिश्रण है. So we have to combine these two aspects of life weave them into sustainability, environment protection, and that is the way forward. As you said, this pink e-rickshaw, when a lady owns one, drives one, she's driving a life towards stability. She's driving a life towards self-respect. And at the same time, with this kind of mobility on roads, the carbon footprints are reduced, environment is positively impacted. As we all just said, that today the latest concern and the most grave concern is the environment and the sustainability. And when women drive this mission, I will give you an example. Even in villages where there is scarcity of water and we have women sarpanches, these are the ladies who earlier used to go to these water resources which were 4-5 kilometers away from the villages, and they used to get water for themselves. But with this kind of position, they have realigned it. Now water is available at doorsteps. But at the same time, these women are very aware. They know that this is a short-term solution, getting water through the sources of water. You have to support sustainability, which will improve in this source. You have to support sustainability, which will bring in pure oxygen to you, pure air to you, which will reduce pollution. So it is the woman, when she's in the helm, she makes sure that there are changes in the environment in this world. So I think so this is the way to go. Women can drive the change because of their empathy, love for their own families and society. And so many things they can teach to their own children, from saving electricity, water, and when they are out in the open, following some civic rules. So all this will bring about a big change, but the woman needs to lead it.
Beautiful. When women are at the helm, they can drive true change. We've talked about empowerment a great deal today, and Bhumi, you talk about making conscious choices. You are a climate warrior. How would you like to amplify initiatives like Pink E-Rickshaw as a Mumbaiker, and what does this initiative really mean to you?
You know, when Bhamla ji came to me and told me about the incredible work that they are doing with the Pink Rickshaw initiative, I was completely blown away, because we have had this policy for a while, but to actually enable women to reach that goal is the game changer, according to me. And that's what they are doing, right? They have given them a structure, a beautiful way that they can actually figure, okay, this is the paperwork. They can figure their training. 10% of the initial amount is also given to them. And honestly, this is just the start. As ma'am very beautifully said, that women have to lead the change, because there is this superpower that we have, which is our empathy and our intuition. And that, because we understand what being at the lower end of the pyramid feels like, and we need the change that is needed on a very, very micro level. And that's how we are able to provide the best education, the best healthcare, the best environment when we are financially independent. And I think this is what this initiative is going to do. We are empowering women now more than ever, when there is so much conversation around बेटियों को हमें पढ़ाना चाहिए, तभी बेटियां बढ़ेंगी. This is the first step towards that, because if there is a mother who has a daughter and she is one of the e-rickshaw riders, she's going to make sure her daughter gets the best education. This is what breaking the cycle is. This is what breaking generational conditional biases towards women looks like. And again, a big congratulations to everyone, all the stakeholders, beneficiaries, all the enablers, to actually think of this and putting a real structure to this, because I feel that was the gap.
Beautiful. You know, a lot of women who want to go out and work, but feel scared, feel overwhelmed about the travel. When they see their fellow women driving rickshaws, it would give them so much confidence, and it is so empowering. I can't wait to see this sight, these pink e-rickshaws driving on our roads.
And usually the color pink, they've just said, this time the color pink is going to stand for strength, for resilience, for power, for safety. And I think it's truly a celebration in every way.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Sahil, my next question is to you. And Asian is more environmentally aware and engaged than the previous generations?
You know, Aparna, in fact, if you see, India as a country overall is very sustainable, and until the 1990s, we've had the most sustainable lives, because every household would have one TV. There would be no washing machines, there would be no microwaves. बहुत ज़्यादा फैमिली के लोग एक साथ ही रहते थे. You know, now every house has 3 TVs, which is okay. It's a way of living, and we try to watch TV together and all of that. But back in the day, we reduce, reuse, recycle and redesign was something I feel that my country has invented. Because even that one T-shirt would not be thrown, it would have been created into a mop, and उसे एंड तक यूज़ किया जा सकता था. वो एक बॉटल जो बाहर से कहीं गलती से आ गई होगी, वैसे भी सिंगल यूज़ प्लास्टिक वाज नॉट present in India until 1990s. It is after industrial revolution and all these MNCs coming in, which is okay, it's development, it happens. I'm not trying to be preachy, but we as Indians, so what my generation has to do, as Bhumi said, that we have to learn from our previous generation and make it, include it in our lifestyle, add a little bit sustainability, because small conscious changes are better than none at all. And what I feel is my generation, we are very aware that climate change is a problem and we need to fix it, because if I'm putting one banner and if I'm seeing 500 kids coming to clean the beach, that means they're very well aware that it is an issue. And I think it is our responsibility to make this planet a better place and give it to our kids. And I hope we work for it and the future is more beautiful than how it is right now, which is also very beautiful
Yeah.
to be positive about.
Thank you. Ma'am, the next question is, your own organization, Divyaj, has been working in the social sector for such a long time and is doing such remarkable work. Talk to me about this collaboration that you have with Bhamla Foundation and the significant changes and significant outcome that has come about with it.
So I think so. Foundations are there for public good, and they should always synergize on their missions wherever they are common between foundations. So we have partnered for beach cleanup a few years back, and that really created an impact in terms of awareness. I think so many more foundations are actively working into this direction, because no single foundation or single person can actually cause a huge change, but at the same time, the contribution of this one person of foundation really matters for a bigger change. So I think so it is about synergizing for missions which are common, and generally Divyaj Foundation does it with Bhamla for cleanliness, and there are many more foundations where we work at the remotest level in the villages. We are working in the remotest part of Palghar district in Jawar Mokhara, where we are building up a mother and child care unit which will improve the quality of the lives of these women and children, wherein I should tell you even today, a child is dying of malnutrition in Palghar. And how far is it from Mumbai? Just 3.5 hours, 4 hours in a drive. So there are so many issues just near us. We have to recognize them, analytically tackle them, and come to a conclusion which is good for all. So as I said that it is about public participation. This is not just about some very perfect activists or NGOs. It is about every person participating as a group, as a family, as a part of duty of citizens. So let's just be together for causes, for different causes which matter to us, which appeal to our hearts.
Beautiful. They say that instead of one person taking 1,000 steps, if 1,000 people join their hands together and take one step, it can create monumental change. Bhumi, you've been an ambassador of multiple initiatives by Bhamla Association. Why is this association so important for you?
I think, as ma'am also said, that it's very important for like-minded people to come together when you bring about change. When I started my journey with climate, I was very young, I was in school. I did imagine it to be something that's going to happen in a very, very far distant future, but all of us are living that reality. And it gave me a lot of sleepless nights. At that time, I didn't know what it was because nobody really spoke about mental health. I grew up with climate anxiety. And I only became better and I only found a cure to it when I met like-minded people. When I met other people that felt similarly and I felt like, okay, I'm not crazy or I'm not alone and everything that I'm feeling is legit and valid, because the truth is climate change is the largest threat that humanity is dealing with. So I feel I just found another group of people that feel similarly, and that's why it's always been rather impactful to collaborate with the Bhamla Foundation, because as you said, that if you have the intention of creating impact, if you have the intention of helping someone, you will find your way. And I think that's exactly what happened over here. They say boon boon se sagar banta hai. Every individual doing one kind act, doing one small act for sustainability, changing one practice can have a large impact. And this is just all of us on our level, right? Because on policy level, there's so much that's happening, but where is our responsibility as citizens of this country?
You know, Aparna, you're asking us so many questions. So I want to ask you a question, and I've been wanting to do this since we first met in my office, you know, where we discussed a little bit about this campaign. And, you know, India as a country loves films, loves stories, loves listening to your stories, loves watching stories, and also creating our own stories in our head. Even if it's from a song, we will create whatever we want. We're very imaginative like that. So and in the space that you are working in, and you're so strong and you're so fierce, I want to ask that, do you believe storytelling can genuinely shape how society views women and sustainability both on screen and off screen?
Wow, I wasn't prepared for that. You know, I just want to start by a small anecdote. When I was in school, I remember one of my professors, one of my teachers, asking us all to close our eyes and think about the people that I'm going to talk about. So she said, imagine an astronaut, imagine a scientist, imagine a banker, imagine a farmer, and honest to God, I imagined all of them as men. Not because I'd met astronauts and bankers and farmers, it's because I'd seen them on screen. And therefore, the images that you see on screen, the stories that you hear, have a very, very powerful impact. Stories can connect, they can spark conversations, they can change perspectives, they can make an abstract idea into lived experiences. So when people see strong, young women on screen, it gives them hope. It gives hope to a small girl living in a small village in India. When she sees a strong woman on screen, it makes her believe that she can do it too. So I really feel that as storytellers, we have a massive responsibility on our shoulders, and we need to take this very, very seriously, because every image speaks volumes. So true. Yeah.
So, these films, television, they are a soft power. You don't even come to know, and they are all in your heart and in your mind. So, it's a great power to explore.
Thank you. And now, taking a leaf from what you had said, Abhumi, earlier, if we were to tell every young student who's listening to us today to make one promise to the planet, it would be simple, easy, pragmatic. What would that be? I'd like all three of you to talk about it. Ma'am. One, yes, can do. Towards environment. Towards the environment.
So, in fact, there are so many things that our children can contribute to for the environment. They can avoid littering, and whenever they see people littering, stop them, shout at them, be together at this. When you see lights on in the house, unnecessarily, close them, shut them off, and ask people to be so. When you see the taps on, please shut these taps on. It's the most important asset of our world, don't waste it. When you're going out, just pull in with friends. Use public transport as much as possible. Now you have the infra, you have the metro. There are so many other things you can do. But finally, as you are, remain that way. Be lifelong learners, like sponge, absorb. Know the changing trends, the way technology is changing. And that will make you a diamond in real life. Excels under pressure. Not forget your resilience in life. Keep fighting for yourself, for your rights, for the rights of people around you, and for the environment and its sustainability. And thank you, Seher. This e-rickshaw which has been supported by you. Although it's a government endeavor, but you have supported the needy women with the required amount of balance funds. So this will go big way in boosting their confidence and also in environment sustainability. Thank you.
Thank you, Amrita ma'am. Thank you, Bhumi. Thank you, Aparna ji. Thank you very much. And such a knowledge we got through Aparna. And I request Mr. Sujit Patil ji, the CEO of Godrej Industry, to please come on stage, along with Mr. Asif Bamla ji. Seema Singh ji, please aap bhi manch par aaye. And I would request Mr. Baman Irani from Rustom ji also to please come on stage. And Sahibam to please felicitate Aparna Purve ji for all the lovely work she's been doing throughout. Take a round of applause for Aparna Purve ji. Okay, we will be signing off. आगे बढ़ने से बाकी है. Now.
अरे वो टेबल हटा दो. पीछे थोड़ा पीछे जाइए. सीमा मैम पीछे मैम अभी सब पीछे चले जाने खाली हो गए.
Now can I have the moment of Aparna ji and Asif Bamla ji to present the beautiful moment of hand sampling to Bhumi Pednekar ji.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, please applause.
Should climate by Royal Bhumi Pednekar for the Bible please present this beautiful moment. Now I would request Sunday Jayanji and Asif Bamla ji to present this beautiful momentum to the First Lady of Maharashtra, Mrs. Amrita Patnavis ji. Activities. She's a banker, singer, and as well the founder of the Vyas Foundation. Can I have a small memento for Mr. Baman Irani ji? Now, the organization की बात की companies. So, Seema Singh ma'am. I would request and receive this beautiful momentum for yes, to speak about our association and especially something for hygiene for the rickshaw drivers which we have. I think we should hear from you now.
First of all, a big round of applause to all four of them. Very profound conversation, and I could, relate to it from the corporate world where the boss is a lady, 60% of my team is women, a mother at home, my wife. I think women are rock stars. A big round of applause to all women. I think this initiative that Mr. Babula and Sarah have taken is, I think, a brilliant one. And we love the way, the passion, the amount of energy that's brought in to take this message to the world. I think we need to keep on doing that in terms of sustainability, livelihoods and everything. I don't want to add much because the four wonderful ladies have done a fabulous job. Thank you so much for this much.
Thank you, Sujit ji. Thank you for all the support for the foundation. Now we have Mr.
थोड़ा सा सामने स्टेज लीजिए ना उनको. ये सारे बहुत ही अहम लोग बैठे हैं पीछे. हर पीठ से पूरे हमारे मुंबई शहर से सारे अलग-अलग लोग. Can we have you on stage also, please, Ashish?
Ashish Purvalkar ji, please come on stage.
So I will give it to Baman because Baman is a passionate environment. He is the man who has the science. So I'll request him to say because the time consists सब लोग एक-एक मिनट में अपनी बात करें.
Very quickly, first of all, congratulations and a big round of thanks to Bhumi, Aparna ji, Ma'am Patnavis. So putting in the mind of my young friends out there that we have only one planet. Before us, we have only one planet. Let's take care of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Baman ji. Absolutely one planet, and this generation is very concerned for the environment. We have very talented Nupur Shannon. She's been doing such wonderful work. Fashion, sustainable fashion, Nupur ji.
Firstly, I'm so happy to be here, and I want to say, Mr. Asif Bamla and Sarah, who's a dear friend, keep creating rooms like these for all of us to have these serious conversations about all these issues. And I'm so excited for the Pink E-Rickshaw initiative. Honestly, I believe in sustainability. I'm trying to do that with my brand as much as I can. And I also believe in women empowerment. And this particular initiative, when I got to know about it, I was so happy to be a part of it, whatever little part I can be of it, because it's actually doing both the things in such a beautiful way. Also, Amrita ji is here, and Amrita ji, Bhumi, Aparna,
was so lovely to see all of you speak so well about all the issues and also about the big e-rickshaw initiative. I was on the first seat over there and you guys filled me up as a woman with so much energy. So thank you so much.
रिक्वेस्ट सीमा पर्यावरण महिलाओं के लिए कई सारे उपक्रम करती है और अमृता जी के भी दिल के बड़े करीबी और बाजू में ही खड़ी है तो दो शब्द
Incredible work. Means हर साल environment day पूरे साल प्लांटेशन हो गया. इस साल उन्होंने हर एक पेड़ हर किसी से माँ के नाम पे लगवाया. Trust me, ये और भी because you are empowering women and you are for safety purpose also. So this cause is very very close to my heart and many congratulations for such amazing work. बस मैं खुदा से भगवान से यही प्रार्थना करती हूँ कि आपको और शक्ति प्रदान करें और हम सब मिलकर इस तरीके से अच्छे कार्य अपने सोसाइटी के लिए और देश के लिए करें. तो बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. धन्यवाद. और स्कूल सुजय जी many thank you for giving this kind of opportunity. So big thank you everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I request Sachin Joshi ji to please come on stage along with Seven. आप ये अलग मंच पे please. Seven. Rickshaw drivers. First, I think we should give the award to Nupur ma'am. Can I have the momentum, please? Nupur. Sir, please, Seema ma'am will give away the small momentum to Nupur. Shannon ma'am. And now we have the Mahila Auto Rickshaws. So please, आप लोग आइए यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा hygiene please आइए हमारी महिला ऑटो रिक्शा वाली. जी हमारी ये the power of women. Guys, these are Mahila rickshaw chalaks who are going to be driving in the roads of Mumbai. And I request the Sujeet Party to please give this small hygiene partner of Mahila Foundation block to hand over this beautiful kit to the Mahila rickshaw drivers. Thank you everyone. I request all to please kindly be seated now. I call the next round of my what is right now. I request after the photo, please thank you everybody. Kindly be seated. All of you all please start to be seated. This is I would request please to this from the Kataria Jewelers. This is Amata Partners. Now I would like to call on stage Mr. Vijay Kalia from Robin Group. Please come on stage, Mr. Vijay Kalia, along with can we have Mrs. Ronak Roy from Amara? Please receive this momentum. HP, please come. Can I have this happening for Mrs. Ronak Roy? Okay.
Alright, may I please invite Mrs. Meghna Rai? And may I please invite Mrs. Komal Ved on stage? Please join us on the stage. Once again, I would like to invite
Also, please come on stage.
Mrs. Meghna Rai.
Alka Kapoor ji from Delhi all the way. Alka Kapoor ji, please come and receive this small memento. Please.
जी प्लीज कम जो ये आज महिलाओं को दिया गया है इसमें हमारी गेस्ट अमृता मैम, भूमि जी प्लीज आप बैठेंगे रिक्शे के अंदर और हमारी आशा था आप वो रिक्शे में बैठिए। मैं मैडम को लेकर था हमारी सिक्योरिटी से रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज रिक्शा तक का चलाएंगे ना, थोड़ा आगे चलाएंगे, थोड़ा आगे आगे आइए ना, सब लोग आगे आइए। प्लीज मीडिया वाले से कोऑपरेट करें, मीडिया से
कौन करी स्लो दादी बहुत स्लो जा मैम मैम रुकियो मैम अमृता मैम रुकियो अमृता
चलो गणपति बाप्पा गणपति बाप्पा गणपति बाप्पा
नाम रिक्शा चलाएंगे, प्लीज थोड़ा स्पेस करिएगा उनके लिए।
Zoom in.
आशा भाई बताइए, आशा भाई
सब लोग पीछे जाओ पीछे 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 चलो चलो चलो
अमृता जी
थोड़ा भाई भाई थोड़ा आगे आएंगे भाई थोड़ा अरे रिवर्स जा रही है
हळूहळू सांभाळा हे पाय सांभाळ साइड लो राइट लगे
राइट ले हटो रिवर्स लेना पड़ेगा पीछे
हाँ रिवर्स पीछे देखो थोड़ा मैडम ये रिवर्स है हाँ एक मिनट नहीं उनको रिवर्स लेने का रिवर्स दिखा रहा है एक मिनट हाँ जान लो हाँ लो रिवर्स हाँ रिवर्स रेस लिया ना मैडम नहीं चालू है रिवर्स लिया ना साइड दो क्या टर्न अरे रिवर्स नहीं जाना मैडम सामने जाना है क्या यार तुम जाना क्या फिरवा ये क्या ना ए साइड दो क्या जाओ दे अरे आप आज हटो क्या पुढे या पुढे चलो हटो तुम्ही साईडला चला सगळे साईडला मारतात ढकलू नको मागून थोडं चला मागून
ऐकतच नाही
उधर लगाता इधर लगा दो मैडम इधर हाँ इधर
शुरू कर दिया अच्छा जी पहले तो कहना चाहूँगी कि आज एक बहुत ही हमने इनक्रेडिबल पैनल किया जहाँ पे हमने पर्यावरण वुमेन सेफ्टी एम्पावरमेंट की बात की, एंड आई थिंक ये इनिशिएटिव एग्जैक्टली वो चीज़ें को हाईलाइट करता है। एक बहुत ही जब आसिफ जी और सहर और रोहित जी ने मुझे इस इनिशिएटिव के बारे में कहा, उन्होंने कहा कि मैम भी होंगी, मैंने कहा एब्सोल्युटली, साथ मिलके इसको आज हम प्रमोट करते हैं। बेसिकली जो हमारी फीमेल ड्राइवर्स हैं उनको रिक्शा दी जाएगी, उनको एम्पावर किया जाएगा, उनको फाइनेंशियल फ्रीडम दी जाएगी, इंडिपेंडेंस दी जाएगी। और एक बहुत सिंपल चीज़ है कि अगर हमारी देश की औरतें सक्षम होगी तब हमारा देश और तेज़ी से आगे बढ़ेगा और ज़्यादा सेफ्टी होगी। और मुझे लगता है ये इनिशिएटिव उसी चीज़ को एक एक्शनेबल चीज़ करता है। हमेशा सोचते हैं ये करना चाहिए, वो करना चाहिए वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट के लिए, ये एक्चुअली भावना फाउंडेशन ने किया है। और आई होप कि ये पिंक रिक्शाज देश भर में छा जाए। मुंबई में आज 1000 रिक्शाज लॉन्च की जाएंगी, 12,000 का टारगेट है महाराष्ट्र के लिए, आगे और भी स्टेट्स में दी जाएंगी ये। तो बहुत सारा कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस।
अमृता जी, मुंबई में और एक नया कदम लिया है, महिलाओं को दिशा मिलेगा ये और बहुत ही ग्रेट आप यहाँ पर उम्मीद यहाँ पर क्या कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
ये बहुत ही सुंदर ऐसा इनिशिएटिव है। जैसे कि हम सब जानते हैं आज का ज्वलंत इशू प्रॉब्लम क्या है, एनवायरमेंटल सस्टेनेबिलिटी। तो हम एज यूथ, एज दिस जनरेशन, हम इसे मदद कैसे कर सकते हैं अपनी एनवायरनमेंट के लिए, सस्टेनेबिलिटी के लिए? इन्हीं तरीक़ों से, जैसे अभी ये पिंक ई रिक्शा जो एक स्त्री को इंडिपेंडेंस देती है, सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस देती है, उसको एक लाइवलीहुड देती है, पर साथ में ही वही स्त्री एक कंट्रीब्यूशन देती है अपनी तरफ से, क्योंकि ये इलेक्ट्रिक रिक्शा है। एनवायरनमेंट की तरफ कार्बन फुटप्रिंट्स नहीं होते, कार्बन एमिशंस नहीं होता, तो उससे अपनी एनवायरनमेंट में एक पॉजिटिव कंट्रीब्यूशन उनकी तरफ से होता है।
आप दोनों से जानना चाहेंगे कि सेफ्टी भी एक बहुत बड़ा कंसर्न रहता है, वुमेन्स की सेफ्टी, इसको लेके तो क्या कहेंगे?
वुमेन सेफ्टी तो मतलब समझिए सेफ ही रहेंगी हमारी औरतें फिर।
और मैम आप क्या कहेंगे? आपको लगता है कहीं ना कहीं जो सेफ्टी वुमेन्स को होनी चाहिए, मुंबई में तो मिलती है, बट छोटे शहरों की बात की जाए तो वहाँ पे अभी भी सेफ्टी नहीं है? तो
सेफ्टी एक स्त्री का फंडामेंटल हक है, और जब स्त्रियाँ ई रिक्शा चलाती है तो वो काफ़ी सेफ एनवायरनमेंट लाती है अपने सिटी में, क्योंकि विमेन आर द सेफेस्ट पीपल टू टेक यू अराउंड। तो स्त्रियाँ जब ये रिक्शा चलाती है तो स्त्रियों के लिए एक सहूलियत हो जाती है, और नेट जैसे मैंने कहा फॉर एनवायरनमेंट ऑल्सो एंड ऑल्सो फॉर द वेल बीइंग ऑफ देयर ओन सेल्फ्स, वो बहुत फ़ायदेमंद है।
थैंक यू, धन्यवाद।